What is going on, guys? I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parker Nierenstein. This is Vehicle Virgins. This is my boy Ali Mo, and today we're doing something crazy with the 812 Superfast. So look, I read all of the comments. I understand you guys don't want that more slapstick kind of crazy, wild, fun type of vlogs. That's totally fine. Honestly, I have not changed. I want to show at one point some of my old videos from 2009, pre-YouTube, where me and my friends had this internet TV show called The Real Thing, and basically it was like Jackass for a bunch of 14-year-old kids. But anyways, we're going back to car content on Vehicle Virgins, guys. We're gonna be dropping reviews, and also, a lot of you guys are commenting about my friends. Some of the friends in the videos are like, literally, this kid's my best friend in the world, and he does actually know a lot about cars. Turns out.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Yeah, you do. No, he does.
No.
So what the hell are we doing today? We're at Dyno Spectrum and World Motorsports to either straight pipe, we're not sure if we have the time yet. I'm getting a full exhaust system for this car, so don't you worry. And wheels and wrap. This car is gonna be nuts, but we are for sure tuning it with Dyno Spectrum. And maybe the Wraith as well, perhaps. Look at the stuff they've got in World Motorsports. So it's next door. They kind of share a complex a little bit, the Dyno, that is. This is one of their 991 Porsche turbo builds, 1200 horsepower. So they take the motor out, there's a new intake manifold, new standalone ECU, new turbos, new fueling system. They add port injection on top of the direct injection. The car makes 1200 horsepower and it just ran, well, not this one specifically, but the same build, 8.7 seconds in the freaking quarter mile.
Did a wheelie.
It did a wheelie like this, like this.
Wait, no, they gotta see this stuff.
Yeah, what do they gotta see?
Over here.
What? World's fastest front-wheel drive car.
Look at that turkey. Are you kidding me?
Dude, you could make this shit for Thanksgiving dinner. All right, so check this out. We can relate in a lot of ways based on our love for BMWs. I know you guys are huge BMW fanboys. Not all of you, but I certainly am. Always have been since I was a kid. Still am. I mean, in high school, that car right there, E92 M3, or maybe that's an E93, but regardless, an E92 M3 was my ultimate dream car. I had an E90 330i with a bunch of miles on it, automatic. You know, I put that M3 front bumper on it, which, thinking back, it wasn't quite the right decision, but I did not put an M3 badge on it, don't worry. Tuned it myself, JB3, added like 5 horsepower because it was naturally aspirated, added a AFE power intake, some modifications, MTAC rear bumper. This though,
It's a Jara edition.
it's a Jara. Is that like a first edition or
I don't know
where?
if I said that right. Zoom in here.
Oh yeah. No wonder it's
So I
this
guess
color,
it's like
bro.
a...
Dude, I've heard of this edition of the M5. I haven't seen the M3 actually. So he is like the F80 master. What? Just give him a little.
500?
One of
It's like a
500.
first
Give him a little
edition.
rundown on your
My
F80.
car?
He does not have a Range Rover Velar with Boom Mod 3. That was a joke.
2017 F80 M3, 62,000 miles.
Yup.
Boom Mod 3,
Yup.
Stage 2.
Downpipes, tuned,
Tuned.
60,000 miles. So, at World Motorsports, it appears, I'm speaking for them, I'm sorry guys, but it's pretty obvious. They're Porsche specialists. So, I mean, if you have a Porsche, I mean, look at the builds on these cars. Everything is freaking nuts. And they're crazy fast. Then we have the boys at Dyno Spectrum.
Just murdered out yours.
Okay, murdered out Urus.
Anarchy wheels.
Oh shit, I didn't notice that. My boys at Anarchy, honestly, so for you guys that don't know, I had Anarchy wheels on my Huracan. May or may not be getting some Anarchy wheels on my other cars, I don't know. These are actually the largest front brakes ever on a car. They're 10 piston front calipers. So 6 piston Brembos, 10 pistons. Anarchy has actually made it the same facility as HRE. It was gonna be the same company. They were gonna just leave it HRE, make some crazier wheel designs. They thought that didn't really go with the brand's history and identity as well, so they created a sub-brand called Anarchy. Same quality, same price, but man, are they worth it. And I really care about quality products. So like, if you get a really high-end wheel, just because it's expensive does not mean it's good. Is it gonna work on the track? That's mainly my main concern. Is it light, so it reduces unsprung weight? And will it not fall apart if you're going 200 miles an hour? Because if it does, your life could be over and a cool wheel is not worth that.
I feel like Anarchy's like more aesthetics, like
They're more
yeah.
new, modern,
The
hype
HREs are
cut, like
yeah.
trying to really push boundaries of what you can do with the
Akrapovic
wheel.
Exhaust.
Oh, I bet this sounds nasty.
Yeah, we gotta hear that.
But enough of the talk. Let's get I mean, I'm not gonna do it. These professionals are gonna do it. Let's get the rear diffuser, he's gonna do it. Rear diffuser off of the 812, get it on the dyno, and see some numbers. Going into the dyno cell right now. Dyno Spectrum is going to be doing some baseline runs. I love this dyno cell. Remember the 600 LT video? We turned the lights out, flames popping out. That car to this day is so fast. It's actually terrifying. We need to get it back in the videos. I've been traveling a lot recently. Haven't gotten to drive the McLaren too much, but oh my God. I mean, it's the fastest car I've ever owned. We'll leave it at that. No issues, drives great, starts up every time, map switching, flames, there's not much you can hate about that. I don't know if this car can shoot flames. I don't know. It's certainly not with catalytic converters in it and the stock exhaust system, but if we can make it shoot flames. Another good friend, BMW guy.
Big Beamer guy.
Well, the boys from Dyno Spectrum are filming a TikTok for me. We're here in the wild Arctic. Winds everywhere. And we found a rare beast, the 812. Let's listen to the song of his people. Guys, this has to be one of the coolest places in the world for car lovers. I mean, we got built Porsches, rare M3s, the fastest front-wheel drive car in the world. My cinematographer almost ate shit. We got a dyno cell that you can turn the lights off in at nighttime, and then look at the HREs, the BBSs, the Rays. Are you serious? Love this place. explanation from them. Alright guys, I am on top of the world right now. This car is naturally aspirated, right? There's no superchargers, there's no turbochargers. Usually in naturally aspirated cars, it's harder to push additional power out of the motor because traditionally they're pretty high strung. Now the 6.5 liter V12 in this Ferrari is unbelievable. It makes 789 horsepower. Most people just say 800, but it's 789 and it's naturally aspirated. One of the highest horsepower per liter motors in the world. To the wheels, this dyno measures the horsepower to the wheels. When they originally rate the engine power, they have the engines on an engine dyno. They don't have drivetrain loss, so on and so forth. So at the wheels, I'm going to cover the results of the new one. It was making 662.27 horsepower to the wheels. What does that number mean? Well, it means that you take the 789, there's a certain percentage drivetrain loss, which we calculated. It's about 17% with this car on this dyno today. Now, what did it make to the wheels? 723.178. You gotta have the 0.178 here, guys. But 723 horsepower to the wheels. If you do the conversion on that, it's 875 horsepower. 875 horsepower. And let me reiterate, this doesn't even have the full exhaust system yet. Obviously, I'm gonna get a full exhaust. That's gonna add additional airflow. Obviously, with emissions related information that we're not gonna really touch on right now, it changes things quite a bit if you free up the exhaust. So what did they do? I asked them a lot of questions. I'm really into tuning. I can't tune a car. I've never done it before, but I understand the basics of it because I got a mechanical engineering degree at University of Michigan, and one of the classes I took was called internal combustion engines. Now, in that class, we learned everything from the Otto cycle to the Atkins cycle to internal combustion engines, the equations behind them, lambda values, air-fuel ratios, how ignition timing affects cylinder temperatures, power, everything about the car. All right, so what did they actually do? Well, they advanced ignition timing, and then they were actually able to control the pulsing of the injection of gas into the cylinder to add a second injection during some of the internal combustion engine cycles to actually add more fuel. So what does adding more fuel to the mixture, the air-fuel ratio, actually do? Well, adding more fuel cools the cylinder temperatures. Then when the cylinder temperatures are cooler, you have less likelihood of things like knock, which is detonation inside the cylinder that wasn't caused by the spark and the air-fuel mixture. It was caused by auto ignition, which is very bad for your engine. So you're able to push more power out of this by advancing timing, increasing a little bit more gas, and a lot of it has to do with emissions. Very, very safe. Obviously, we're trying to better the environment, right? And with the EPA, at idle, you'll notice that some of these supercars, they turn on and then all of a sudden the valves close and they're quieter. Well, it all has to do with emissions. That's the reason why most cars don't have a loud start button unless you do a whole bunch of different things. As much as I would love to see a LaFerrari just instantly blare out and last for eternity, that's not really what happens. But without getting to absurd emissions levels, you're able to tweak stuff in order to increase performance, make the car more fun, and still not damage the environment. And that is what this is all about. So guys, I am about to take this out for its maiden voyage. I cannot wait. And then this did take a little while because cars are really fussy on the dyno. One thing that I have learned in life is that I don't think I could ever tune a car or run a dyno because there are always issues you run into. I used to edit, I think I edited 800 videos in a row for vehicle versions. I love editing. What I don't like is when your computer crashes, when you're trying to export it and there's an error that you can't figure out and it takes you 2 hours to just export the damn video when it's already done. Dynos, they seem to always have some sort of weird thing going on where there's an error code on the dash that freaks out this and then all of a sudden you can't run it. They did a fantastic job, figured out the issue really, really fast, got this done, and now I have a 875 horsepower 812 Superfast, which guys, it was really fast before. It was really fast. Now, I can't wait. So, smash that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, because we are about to go in the next video for an epic drive in this car. I'm listening to your comments. I want to do more automotive stuff. I am a true car guy through and through since I was born. I freaking love cars, guys, seriously. And I want to make the content that you guys want to see, and at the same time, make the content that makes me happy that I want to share with you guys. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. And I pretty much believe now at this point what's going on. That's my boy over there. Got my other boy behind the camera. This is so awesome, guys. All of a sudden, I've been able to work with all of my friends at one time. And, make the world a better place. That was way too, I have not made the world a better place, but I am actually trying. I am actually trying. This car might actually be faster in a half mile. They just did Dyno Spectrum tuned 812 super fast, and it trapped higher than a 918 Spider. So is this car faster than a 918 Spider from a roll? It might very well be. If you got a 918 Spider, email me, vehiclevirgins@gmail.com. Let's set that up. I think it'd be sick. See you next video.